What does it mean, and is it possible to create gangster income in a social selling business? Well, yes, it absolutely is. I've done it, and I'm going to teach you how to do it too. Hey, Wealth Warrior. I'm Jackie Elmer, and welcome to today's show. I'm a multi-million-dollar social selling expert and your guide to master the art of the social sale for network marketers, direct sales, party plan, and coaches. I help this group and mentors make money without annoying their family, friends, or strangers and build a thriving social selling business. We do all this together in the Street Smart Wealth Academy. You can learn more at streetsmartwealthacademy.com. I would love to work with you there. Because here's the thing, if your upline is telling you to just talk to more people, that's not what the problem is. If your upline is telling you to just copy, post, and paste this, that is a problem. And if you're hearing that your why just isn't big enough, that's not the problem either. So let's talk. Just go to streetsmartwealthacademy.com, fill out the form there, and let's have a conversation. It's totally free, risk-free, about what it is that has you feeling stuck, and I'll share some ideas with you on how to get unstuck. All right, so today's topic, gangster income, was re-inspired for me by Jason Scott, a listener who emailed me to let me know he enjoyed my recent Mark Yarnell repost of the interview I did with him a few years back, and the phrase I often use, gangster income. So shout out to you, Jason Scott. I hope you're listening. Here's what Jason said. Jackie, good afternoon. You don't know me, but I started building online a few years back. Finding your stuff was verification that I'm on the right track as long as I keep creating good content and getting better every day. I just listened to your podcast interview with Mark Yarnell, and it was fantastic. So thank you for that interview. I listened to a lot of stuff, and most of it's average, but that was really, really good. Also, since I'm reaching out anyway, you might get a kick out of my article that was inspired by you. You inspired it with the phrase I've only ever heard you say, gangster income. On those tough days, I'm not sure about this online content creation and attraction marketing thing. A voice always shows up to verify what I'm doing. You have often been one of those voices. So thank you and have a great afternoon. Though you've never met me, you've inspired and helped me on my journey, and I really appreciate what you've done, Jason. Well, Jason, thank you. Seriously, it's notes, reviews, and stuff like this that inspires us all. And for me, for sure, to keep going, to know that my passion, my purpose, and my mission is getting out there and serving others. My Mark Yarnell interview was one of the most fun interviews I've ever done, and I'm so grateful that I had the opportunity to do that before he passed away. So check the show notes, and I will link that interview in it. Gangster income. I would love to think I came up with that term, but I don't think I did. I'm sure I heard, well, obviously gangster income is a thing that gangsters have, but using it in network marketing and social selling, I don't know. I don't know where I first heard it, or maybe I did make it up. Anyway, I can trace that back to about 2012. I think I've used it longer than that, but in going through my notes and doing a search on my computer, it's from my Profit in Your PJs report from 2012. That's how many times that report has grown and evolved. And that's just really reassurance to everyone. And you, Jason, certainly, who shares that, you have those tough days and you're not sure about this online content creation and attraction marketing. When I think back, that was 9 years ago, 2012, as of this recording anyway. And I've been creating and putting out content since then, and it lives on and does great things. And now today I'm revisiting what was in that report just to help inspire others about creating that gangster income. So here you have to know a few things, and let's talk about those. First of all, it is possible. I've mentioned that. I've done it. It took a radical shift in my thinking. You can do it too, and it's possible and highly likely that it's going to require the same type of radical shift in your own thinking as well. You must decide, and I mean really decide, and only you know if you've truly decided. You'll know because you're taking consistent action steps. You're pushing through fear. Doesn't mean you've become fearless, but you're pushing through fear to get there. You're learning how to let go of limiting beliefs. And at very least, you're learning how to catch those limiting beliefs when they come up for you and move through them. You're beginning to let go of your fear of other people's opinions. That really means judgment. We sit at the computer screen and we stare and we compare and we despair. And most of the time, it's because we're worried about the judgment of some other person. And you're deciding to push through those fears. Here's the thing, I say this all the time, especially in the last year or so since the pandemic hit. Google knows. Google truly knows what's going on. And what I mean by that, and I've shared this on the podcast before, but home-based business, network marketing as a business model, how to work from home, how do I stay safe in a business from home, all of those search terms are through the roof and trending because so many people on a global basis are trying to figure out how to get out of a job situation, find a new career situation because the job they have, they've lost. You know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm not going to belabor that point because you already know it. There's no better time than right now to get going. And the thing of it is with social selling, the internet is crowded with people trying to social sell, but it's mostly crowded with junk. And you know exactly what I mean. So you want to be that leader. You want to show up as that person who stands out. There's already enough junk out there, so don't be a person who adds to the junk. Add to the quality and the value of people's lives and touch them at that deeper level of passion and purpose that's going to be a win for you. Okay, that's so important. Remember this. That gangster income, that success, it's not going to chase you. You have to chase it. Okay, so let's do some creative mind work. Now, if you're driving, walking, or in any way unable to get out a pen and paper to write this down, that's okay. Go back to the show notes because I'll have all these questions linked there. So I want you to close your eyes and I want you to dream about that perfect business. That perfect business model that gets you excited, makes you want to jump up and shout, boogie, move your body, and makes you want to jump up and move into inspired action to make it a reality. Wouldn't you like to create a future vision that pulls you forward and into action? Wouldn't you also like to be having fun with it now as you build it? I want you to picture that perfect dream business that you're inspired and excited about and that creates fun and joy in your life as you do it. Got that picture? Okay, great. Let's take some steps and make it happen. Now, I want you to have fun. Don't be practical. Don't worry about how you're going to make it happen. Just be outrageous and have some fun. And again, these questions will be in the show notes. So if you're driving, walking, doing anything, making dinner maybe, bathing children. I used to listen to stuff as I bathed my small children. I would put on cassette tapes. I'm really dating myself. Of course, they're 28 and 25 now, so there you have it. So, question number 1, do you have a primary business? Do you have a primary business that you're building? And if so, what is it? If not, what do you see yourself marketing online specifically to make that gangster income a reality? What do you want your lifestyle to be like? I'm going to start speaking these in first person so you can get a better feel in your mind. What do I want my lifestyle to be like? What does my virtual online social selling business work consist of? I use the term work loosely. When you find what you love, it's more of a joy than work. It's fun. How much time do I want to invest weekly in building this business? What is my marketing budget for my business? Got to have a marketing budget, okay? We make a big mistake with people when we say, oh, it only costs XYZ to get involved. Yeah, that's to get you started. But if you're seriously in business to make gangster income, you've got to be investing in your business. What do I want to earn monthly? Do I travel at all? Do I travel internationally? How often do I travel? Am I developing my own products and services, or am I selling the products of others? And do I have a long-term strategy for this? Do I speak on stage at events? Do I host my own events? Who is my target audience, my ideal client, that person who I would most like to work with? Now be as specific as possible with this. What does a typical business day look like for me? What else do I need to plan to develop in order to create this business of my dreams? Now let's get kind of specific. My plan to get there, to create that gangster income is, and now we're going to answer those questions. How do I attract leads for my business offline? How do I attract leads for my business online? How do I become that sufficient, successful social seller? What do I need to support me in achieving this? What do I need to support me in achieving this? Now, this is really important because you've got to have a plan. And you're going to need some type of support, knowledge, encouragement, mindset work, learning how to put the marketing together. You're most likely going to need support. What is that going to be? And as I look back, having created this gangster income, how do I feel about what I've created? And do I have that burning desire? Am I truly committed to doing whatever it takes to get there? That's a big question, and you know it. Am I truly committed to doing whatever it takes to get there, to create that gangster income? And is that what I am currently creating? Now, answering these questions regularly is a great way to evaluate if you're on track to earning gangster income and if you're committed to earning gangster income. And I do mean truly committed. If you aren't feeling particularly happy right now in some area of your life, it's because you're in a state of resistance. I've talked about resistance before. This is where you are, point A, and this is where you want to be, point B. And the part in the middle is most often the resistance. Because if we didn't have resistance, we would already be to point B, right? Those are the two lives we lead. And we have two lives in many areas of our lives. We start a diet to lose 20 pounds. We stay on it for a day and a half. We start a business and we flounder. We lay in bed staring at the ceiling, thinking of that other life we want to be living. The one where we're skinny, buff and toned, with perfect skin and teeth, with a business or career that brings us joy and brings us that gangster income. For most of us, we know exactly what we must do to cross over to that other life, to truly live it. We know what we must do, but are we doing it? It's the resistance that keeps us stuck where we are. The resistance that keeps us from doing what it is we know we must do to get there. So we eat the pizza, we go to happy hour instead of the gym, we put off taking action in our business. Oh, we'll start it tomorrow. You know the drill. I've been there, done that. I'm not pointing any fingers at anybody except myself. Because as I've shared before, everything I share here with you is mostly the lessons that I've learned, the obstacles and resistance that I've had to overcome to get where I want to go. So do you feel me? Am I striking a nerve at all here with you? We argue with where we are, and that keeps us further stuck. We fill our brain with these thoughts and, that of negativity and limiting beliefs. And so the solutions to our dilemma remain at bay. We look everywhere on the outside for the answer to our struggles. But the answers are inside us all along. But it's the resistance to taking the right actions. That's what's keeping that gangster income away from us. Commitment is scary in many ways because it puts the responsibility squarely on us, on our shoulders. Think about one other life, in quotes, other life, that you would like to be living. What is the resistance that you're creating in your mind and in your actions that's stopping you from being there? What is that resistance? Name that resistance. Now, again, please don't fall into victim mode here and start coming up with every excuse outside of you and your actions about what's stopping you. If you have a smartphone, and I'm guessing you do because you're listening to this, then you have access to the best education to get you out of stuck in any area that you want to get out of stuck in. What steps can you and will you take today to get from where you are now to where you want to be? And if you want to have a conversation about it, let's do that. If you like what you're hearing and learning here on the podcast and in the videos, you really should check out the Street Smart Wealth Academy. We take your mindset, your messaging, and your marketing and package it into a complete business action plan and a radical shift for you. A radical shift in the way you think and a radical shift in the way you act in your business. And it's guaranteed. Do the work, get the results, or get your money back. What could be better than that? Learn more at streetsmartwealthacademy.com and let's set up a time to talk. If you would like even more tips and training, I have a free gift for you over at streetsmartwealth.me. It's my guide, Unleash the Power of Social Selling. If you're ready to stop struggling in your business and develop a sales and social media strategy to attract your ideal clients, team partners, and create the success you dream about, grab the guide right now over at streetsmartwealth.me. You'll find more on my blog at streetsmartwealth.com, as well as my Facebook group, streetsmartwealthschool.com, and follow me on Instagram at Jackie Ulmer. And make sure you learn more about the Street Smart Wealth Academy over at streetsmartwealthacademy.com. I'll see you on the next show.